not good to see the Orlando Magic play the New York Knicks as they lose in horrible fashion. 121 to 106. And I have to make a confession at the top of this, ladies and gentlemen. After that first head, this teacher took his ass to bed. Okay? Because I was not about to stay up. If this team was not putting in effort, I was not about to stay up and ruin my next day any more than it already was. It was ugly to watch. But I needed to get on here because this is the therapy for us, right, fans? I need to stay mellow, right? So I'm drinking my mellow. That's helpful. But man, it was, wow, what a despicable performance from our team, apparently number 2 in the league in defense. That's what they tell me. But it certainly didn't look like it last night. It looked like Swiss cheese last night. Again, all right, so I'm sitting down, right? We're pumped up. Franz Wagner, step back 3 to open the game. Oh, yes, baby. I think he went like over in the game before in Brooklyn, which I was at. And so it was nice to see him get one. Then you see Kenny hit 2. Ooh. Actually, I think he hit 3 of his first 3. Holy crap. We're hitting 3s. This is about to be dangerous. We don't hit 3s. Should have knocked on wood because I think that was the last 3 we hit maybe till deep in the third quarter. It was ugly. From that time on, Brunson started cooking. I mean, everyone, they were making us look like we were amateurs. The moment looked too big for our beloved Orlando Magic. The age really showed, it seemed like. The moment was too big for our team right now. And maybe that's when you're really missing your superstar guy, Paolo Banchero, who's always so good. When things get out of hand, you know he's going to take it down the court, get a bucket, calm things down. Because we just didn't have that last night. I mean, Franz did a damn good job. He was the only person with a respectable stat line and had anything going on. I mean, it was so frustrating. It just felt like our offense was watch Franz dribble the ball and try to make something happen. He ends with 30 on 10 of 22 from the field, 1 of 5 from beyond the arc. That first one was the only one he hit. He goes 9 from 9 from the line. Fantastic. 6 assists, 3 boards. But really, I mean, that was it. Moritz had a good game off the bench, one of my Knicks buddies, and I'm here in Connecticut, so I've got tons of annoying Knicks fans in my ear right now texting me, hey, how about that game last night? Oh. Get out of here. Moritz Wagner is their new arch villain, which I said get in line. Yeah, everyone, that's what Moritz does, baby. He gets in your shorts. He's the bee in the bonnet. But outside the brothers Wagner, not much happening. I liked what I saw from AB early on. But again, I went to bed at halftime. And then I woke up and watched some of the highlights because I was not about to watch this game. I got so frustrated almost immediately when the Knicks started to come back and our offense just turned into dribble, take a 3. That's not our game. What are we doing? And, is it credit to the Knicks? Yes. They played a good game. You can tell they have savvy vets. They've been there before. They've done it. We got to learn from that. But also, we just didn't play our game. We did not get to the hoop. And are you going to tell me it's OG and Mikhail and those wing defenders that are causing us not to get to the rim? Okay, maybe. But they got Karl Anthony Towns down low. He's Charmin soft. He's not a rim protector. We made the man look like titanium last night. Tell you really miss Goga, huh? I think this puts the debate to bed. We need Goga in this lineup for that rim protection because they were getting way too easy shots, and we were having dumb fouls, fouling too many shooters that were already, the ball had gone out of their hands and just sending them to the charity stripe for more points. Really, really tough. But the story is a game of turnovers, right? If you watched, in the first half, even in the second half, it got even worse. First quarter. 6 turnovers for 11 points. Like, what are we doing? In our first half, we had 9 turnovers for 18 points. So, I mean, when the ratio is like that, it's like they're getting a bucket every time you turn the ball over. That should tell you, if you didn't watch, those are live ball turnovers. Those were turning right into points almost every single time. And that was just so infuriating because yes, we do have a great defense. But guess what? No matter how good your defense is, you cannot stop a live ball turnover. And we were playing sloppy with the rock. Coach Mosley was beside himself in the postgame, just talking about ball security, ball security, ball security. And you think, okay, we've got a great leader in Coach Mosley. These young men, yes, they're young, but they've got that tough mindset. They're going to come out after halftime in the third quarter and bear down, protect the rock, and play some good ball. Nope. Silly you. 5 turnovers in the third quarter for 12 points. So somehow they scored even more points than the turnover. They had some threes in transition off those turnovers. It's crazy. We shot, after hitting those first 4 3-pointers, one from Boogie, 3 from Kenny, we went in the second quarter 0 for 7 from beyond the arc, and then 1 from 9 in the third quarter. That's 0%. But I don't know if I'm not a math guy. I'm not a maths guy. But 0 for 7, that's 0%. Yep, that's 0% in the second quarter, and 11%, 1 for 9 in the third quarter. Can't win NBA basketball games like that. Can't win basketball games like that. I mean, the turnovers are the story, but if you look at the 3-point shot, they went 15 for 35. We went 9 for 39. That's 6 more 3-point shots that they got. That's 18 points right there. We lost the game by 15. So if you want to point to something outside of the turnovers, got to be able to shoot the rock. Got to be able to shoot the rock. And some guys that we really hope could do that for us, Cole Anthony and Jet Howard, I mean, strike me down if I'm speaking out of turn, because as I said, I did not watch full game. I did not watch the full second half, just the highlights. But I did watch the first, and Jet got some early burn. That dude is still a turnstile on defense. He needs to pick it up. He just kind of fell asleep on multiple plays. Him and Cole Anthony look almost unplayable against a good team in the Knicks. I'm sorry, not in the Nets. And, we've gone, I'm forgetting our record, so forgive me here. But in our last, 15 games, what are we, like 13-2, something like that? And I don't want to bring it up because it's kind of a play it out argument. Well, you haven't played anybody, but we do need to be honest about who we have played over this stretch. You got to beat the teams in front of you, and our squad has done that. So credit to you all. But I feel like this Knicks team is the first challenge we've really had in a while. I mean, let's look at these last games. Brooklyn twice, Chicago, Charlotte, Detroit, I think without Cade Cunningham, the Lakers, the Clippers was a loss, the Phoenix Suns without Durant, without their starting center, Philadelphia, right when Joel Embiid was coming back, without Tyrese Maxey, the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton looks all sorts of jacked up. Again, Charlotte, Washington, New Orleans, G League team. And then we had a bunch of that's like right when we started winning. So that was the beginning of our winning streak. I didn't list off many playoff teams there. So this Knicks team is the first team that we're coming up against that's going to be a challenge for us. That's going to be a team that we're going to see in the playoffs. And they made us look like JV. And hey, they've got a good roster. They're all in right now. All right, they've traded all their first-round assets for Mikal Bridges. He looked really good last night. They got OG Anunoby. They have got some tremendous wing defenders. Jalen Brunson, he is the straw that stirs the drink. They've got a good team. They're set up to win. They don't have the depth that we do, hypothetically, but Tom Thibodeau, he's not going to go that deep in the roster, so that's okay. They're going to go 8 or 9 deep in the regular season, let alone in the playoffs. So, man, it was tough. I was hyped. Let me know, Second Cousins, in the comments. You can tell I'm all alone here, and I need to mellow out here. Let me take a little bit more. But I was hyped for this game, man. I was pumped. And maybe the reason I'm hearing it from my Knicks friends is because I was texting them during the day. Big game tonight. Big game tonight. Let's see how it goes. And then to sit down anticipating that and get that performance that we did where the team just looked so sloppy. So uncharacteristic. But that's the question, right? Is it really uncharacteristic? Because turnovers have been something that we've been touching on since training camp. this is going to be an Achilles heel. We cannot turn the ball over. We have to have ball security. And again, just really sloppy, really sloppy. We thankfully won the fourth quarter to save the dignity in the box score. Although, again, if you watched, there was no dignity to be saved. There's no silver lining. There's no Pyrrhic victory here at all. But we do stay in the NBA Cup, winning the fourth quarter. And so I guess that's a silver lining. We'll be playing for that. We get to play the Bucks Tuesday, December 10th. And the Bucks have just started playing really well. So that feels like a really daunting game, especially without Paolo Banchero. Hey, this is silver lining, right? This is silver lining. We heard on the broadcast, if you were listening, Paolo Banchero started on-court activities this week. Okay, so there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And we love what Boogie has been doing. But outside of Franz, we are woefully in need of some creation. Anthony Black has brought a little bit of it too. But again, outside of those two major guys, Franz, Paulo, and then a little bit from Anthony Black, very little creation. Everything is hard. Everything seems hard right now on offense because we don't have guys that can make that first guy work and create the disadvantage on the defense. So, man, tough to take, but we have to get on here. We got to eat our crow. Let me know in the comments how you are feeling about this game. Man, tough game to take. The Knicks were up by as much as 37 points. And that's really what it felt like all game. That's really what it felt like. Up by 37, just horrendous. Too many fouls, too many turnovers. We looked like a team that just got in our own heads, got too emotional, started doing dumb shit. And I will say, I have been, for a guy who sung the praises of this gentleman, I need to give him his criticism right now. This man whose jersey I am wearing right here. Number 4, if you're watching on the old YouTubes, Jalen Suggs has been really bad last couple games. Really bad. I don't know what his final stat line is here. Let me see if I can bring it up, but mentally is more what I'm concerned about because he's normally been a kid who really seems to he's emotional, but he's able to keep his cool. In the Brooklyn game, he was in foul trouble because he was letting his emotions get the best of him. In this game, he seemed like he was getting overhyped. Some of those, he went 0 for 8 from beyond the arc. What a stinker, man. What a stinker. And I saw Jeff Weltman and Anthony Parker. They were sitting a row in front of me at the Brooklyn Nets game. And, I don't like to be too intrusive, especially when people are in their professional space. But I did say, I introduced myself. I said, hey, gentlemen, just want to say hello. Just want to congratulate you on the team that you're assembling. I think we got a great group of young men. I just appreciate the job you've done. And that is true because we've got Rob Hennigan trauma, right? You know that, Second Cousins. We've got that Rob Hennigan trauma. So compared to that, holy shit, Anthony Parker, Jeff Weltman, I'm going to deify. I'll put you on a pedestal over here. But, man, if I would have told him the honest truth, it's like, you could have gotten us a point guard, bro. You could have gotten us a point guard. We could have gotten us a little bit more shooting, right? We need some creation here. We need some more guys that can hold their own in moments like this because we certainly did not. But as I said, Paulo is beginning his on-court warm-up, so hopefully that's going to be increasing. We'll see that he's doing 5-on-5 soon and taking contact, and that's the light at the end of the tunnel when we combine these two, Franz Boogie Wagner and Paolo Banchero, these two wing superstars, to create our Megazord that can be the future of this Orlando Magic. And I guess the other silver lining is, hey, we play the Philadelphia 76ers tonight. Paul George coming off his best game of the year. Let's see how these young men bounce back. Hopefully we can get this bad taste out of our mouths immediately. I'm taking some more Mellow to get it out of my mouth, but let me know in the comments, Second Cousins. Are you okay? Do we need to send help? How's everyone's mental health? Until later tonight, peace out, Second Cousins. Did the music start? There it goes.